On Tuesday, opening night, the Lakers lost to the Nuggets 119 to 107 in what was pretty much a blowout for the first two quarters. And then it got a little closer, but Denver ended up winning the game. This game left us with a lot to talk about, so let's get right on it. All right, so the first thing we need to talk about is LeBron James. LeBron had a great game. He scored 21 points in 29 minutes of game time. He had 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, shot 62% from 2 and 25% from 3, making 1 of 4. He had a lot to say at the end of the game. Was not happy with his playing time. We all know that by now. But I think the important thing to highlight is how good he looks on year 21. It is really unexplainable that he is in impeccable physical and mental condition. He just pops out of the screen in transition. He still has that elite burst going downhill. He's bullying dudes left and right, finishing over 2-3 defenders. He's still not getting any whistles. That's a different issue. LeBron looks ready. AD had great first quarter, pretty good second quarter, and a terrible second half, scoring exactly 0 points. And this was bad. This was a bad performance from AD. He did score 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, but he shot 35%, 6 out of 17 attempts. That is not good. He has to be better. Austin, 14 points, 4 assists, 2 steals. D'Lo didn't play well offensively, but he did have a pretty solid defensive game. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But D'Lo had 11 points. He did not shoot it well from 3, making 2 out of 5. He had 1 steal, 3 blocks. He had 6 deflections, 7 assists. That's pretty solid. Rui did not have a good game either. Gabe had 6 points in 22 minutes. He did not shoot well. He shot 37% from 2 and 0 for 4 from 3. That is not good. Cam Reddish was actually pretty good. Defensively, he was, I think, our best point of attack defender. He had 7 points in 17 minutes. I think he did pretty well, but I don't know if that was based on having 0 expectations on what he was going to do based on preseason, or if it was just actually having a good game. If this is something we can get from Cam, I think that's a win. Christian Wood, he had 7 points in 15 minutes. I thought we should have played him more, especially next to AD. Maybe having him on Jokic, AD being like the roamer. That's where we had some success in the playoffs, where Rui was on Jokic and AD was around to bother him. That was our best defensive look, but we failed to do that. Max Christie did not play. I was not happy with that. He should have gotten at least 10 minutes. There was a lineup where it was D'Lo, Gabe, Cam. I don't know who else was out there. I thought that should have been D'Lo, Max, and Cam for defensive purposes. And maybe you have LeBron out there and Wood or A's. Putting a taller team out there, that would have been the way to go for me. I thought we played a really small group when we didn't need to. Having faced Denver in the playoffs, knowing that they're a tall team, a strong, athletic team, and having a small group out there did not do anything for our confidence. Now, I think we need to talk about Taurean Prince. He had a great game. He had 4 3-pointers, 18 points total. He showed some offensive versatility. He looks like a legit 3-and-D guy, exactly what we need. Michael Porter Jr. was on him, closing out hard. Jokic was also closing out on him, and he was still making the shots. Great pickup for the Lakers. And if he can continue to do that, I think we have some problems with the starting group. I personally think that Vando should be the one starting. He can get the defensive assignment of the main guy on the other team, but also at the same time, we make the second group offensively better by having Taurean Prince in that group while LeBron is on the bench, which also was a problem last night. Defensively, he was pretty good. Honestly, he was pretty much everywhere. He was helping out on Jokic. He was hustling, knocking away passes, fighting over screens, tracking Murray. He played with great motor overall. I think he had a great defensive game, and I hope he can continue to give us the same amount of effort every night. Now, D'Lo had a great defensive game as well. People are going to believe what they want about D'Lo. It is what it is. But he did have a great game. Cringes Mount basketball without the tweet showing the deflections per game for each season of D'Lo's career. And as you can see, he wasn't averaging more than 2.6 at any time in his career. But he had 6 deflections against Denver. And he's been focused on defense since the preseason. This is exactly what we need him to do, and I hope he can continue to do so. As a team, Denver killed us on the glass again. 17 points on offensive rebound, second chance points. They also killed us on transition, 20 points. Ron went over this on the post-game interviews. This is something the Lakers need to take care of. We cannot keep having guys crash the boards for offensive rebounds and, fall behind, not get back on defense. I'd rather them not do that and just have the first step on the other direction instead of trying to go and get that rebound and then you're behind. Yes, I'm talking about Anthony Davis. Jokic has been beating him this way since forever. AD crashes the board, he doesn't get it. Instead, Jokic gets the rebound, you start running the other way. This is something that we need to take care of. We need to pay attention to this. We did learn a few things from this game. We should not be playing so many small lineups against a team that we know is big, stronger, and more athletic than us. After the game, there was a video floating around of LeBron pretty much suggesting that he should be playing the point with AR, Rui, and 2 other tall guys.
I do know I can play point guard too, right? Okay. We got a lot of length. I can play the point with Rui in there or Austin and TP at the 2 and 3. I'm just out there just floating around.
We should not have been putting out a lineup of D'Lo, Gabe, Cam, LeBron, and Wood. Even though that was the lineup that pretty much cut the deficit down to 4 on the first quarter, I think we should have had Max Christie in that lineup. It should have been probably D'Lo, Max, Cam, LeBron, and Wood. Or maybe AR, Max, Cam, LeBron, and Wood. That would have been a good lineup. You could have even had Gabe, Max, Cam, LeBron, and Wood. So that's something to keep an eye out. We know Darvin likes to play 3 guard lineups, but this time, Cam Reddish is 6'7". I didn't think the energy the Lakers played with was bad, but they didn't play like a team who got swept in the Western Conference Finals. That bothered me. That is something that needs to change. We cannot keep having AD show up in one half and not show up in the other. The rest of the guys didn't play up to their potential. No one really had an outstanding game besides LeBron and Taurean Prince. Everyone else pretty much did what they do, but we should have guys play solid in a game like this. It doesn't matter that it's opening night. It does matter a little bit, but it doesn't matter that it's opening night. We should have guys consistently playing hard, and that's a team mindset thing. One thing I noticed is that we need to get more paint touches for AD. He averaged 11 paint touches last season, and he had 3 in the game against Denver. We also, this is going to be a little surprising, but we also need more Christian Wood post ISO. Yes, he did well. If you watch the replays, if you watch the game, we need to learn to take advantage of Wood's size and his skill set. He can cook mismatches, and that is something that we need to take advantage of, especially when we are still struggling with our second units when LeBron is sitting on the bench. We need to find a way to get more post ISO. We need to get more touches for AD on the paint, and we also need Vando. I made this point in the beginning of the video, but Vando being available gives us a look where LeBron is on the bench, Taurean Prince is on the second unit potentially, with Vando guarding the main guy, and that gives us more offensive power when LeBron is sitting down and resting. In the end, Denver hit the shots they needed to hit, and they won the game. Let's move on. Let's continue to grow. I was not expecting the Lakers to have everything figured out, ready to go in game 1. The one thing that we need to do is find a way to get LeBron to be just as healthy as he is right now into the playoffs. I have no issues with the 29-30 minute limit per game. If this is what we need to do, that's great. That also sends a message to everyone else. LeBron is not going to save you. We need to play better. Everyone needs to play better. But let's focus on what's next. Continue to grow. The Suns on Thursday. And let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe and follow for more. Oh, one last thing. I hope the team remembers this the next time they meet. So I'm going to leave this right here for everyone else to enjoy.